everybody, it's Michelle and I'm back for my week 6 update. So I'm going to go ahead and get right to it because I have quite a few things I'd like to talk about today. At the beginning of my journey, I weighed 262 pounds. And last week, which was in the end of week 5, I weighed 228.0 pounds. Now this week, if I said I wasn't rather annoyed, I would be lying. I was 226.4. So I've lost 1.6 pounds in this past week. So clearly it's starting to go through kind of a stall. There was multiple days where it's up, down, up, down, up, down. At least this morning it was a little bit down from what it was 2 days ago. Am rather annoyed, but again, I know it will come off. My total loss to date since the beginning of my journey is 35.6 pounds. So really in 7 weeks, because I'm counting the 1 week pre-op diet, I've lost 35.6 pounds. I mean, that's an average of 5 pounds a week. That's awesome. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so what I'm eating now is today I start my week 7. So I'm on solid foods. Yay! I'm so excited to be on solid foods. If I see one more protein shake, I'm going to throw up. I don't like the protein shakes. I've done them all. Tried expensive ones, tried cheap ones, tried pre-made ones, tried powders, tried muscle milk, tried Slim Fast, did all that stuff, and I can choke it down. I keep telling myself, I need the protein, I need the protein, I need the protein, and I do, I just choke it down. So I hope to be weaning off of those slowly. I did have one this morning. I'll probably have one tomorrow, and maybe after that I probably won't. I'm going to try to start incorporating meat back into my diet and solids so that it can replace the shakes I've been drinking. According to my doctor's plan, during the 6-week time frame, you're not allowed any meat. Now you can have chicken broth, you can have stuff like that. Like I had New England clam chowder, but I strained out the clams and potatoes and all the other crap that's in there. So you can do that, but you can't actually have the meat. It's no meat because it's hard on your stomach. At least that's their reasoning. I've heard of other people, they get to eat it sooner than, later than, whenever I did. But whatever. I did the 6 weeks. This weekend was difficult because I kept wanting to say, I want tuna fish, I want some chicken, I want something. But my husband kept telling me, you just have a few more days, and he was right. So I am very proud that I did. I lasted the 6 weeks without cheating at all. I followed all of the guidelines that my doctor set forth, and that's really something because, well, I don't like rules. Who does? So I did that. So today I had tuna fish for lunch. I have had my Greek yogurt in the afternoon like I've been doing the past couple weeks because it has, this one I had today had 13 grams of protein in it, so it's still a good source of protein. Tonight I'm making a meatloaf. It's a very good meatloaf. In fact, my husband's not really, when he's not into something that I've made, he says, it's okay. Which means don't make it again. You can't make me eat it. Regardless if I like it or not. If he doesn't like it, he won't eat it again. Well, on some things, that's fine. I'll just make it and eat it myself. Some things, it's kind of like, it is just okay and I'm not going to make it. So this particular meatloaf, he loves. So that's saying a lot with him. He's his own little food critic. So I will post a link to the recipe that I have in Spark People Recipes in the description below. It has a picture, and keep in mind, for those that have had weight loss surgery, that the picture is a full serving. So the calories, I can't remember if it's 200 calories or 300 calories, I can't remember, but that's for a full serving. I anticipate that I'll be able to eat half of a serving, which is fine, and I have some sweet potato that I'm going to have with it, so that'll be good. On the exercise front, I've gone to the gym a couple of days this past week. Haven't done any running. I wanted to do it yesterday, but my husband wasn't feeling good, so I needed to watch the kids, and things happen. I mean, we all get sick. Done some walking. Other than that, I've done nothing. Tonight, I want to get on, we have a Wii and we have a Connect for Xbox. And I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but I want to do one of my games. I've got multiple games on the Wii and multiple games on the Xbox that I want to do. So it's just a matter of, I'm going to pick one and start doing those. At some point, probably in a week or two, I want some more time to have solid foods in my system. I'm going to start my Turbo Fire, which is a Beachbody product, and it's awesome. It's just kind of like Insanity, but for like kickboxing type things. Okay, so I had a couple of NSVs this week, so non-scale victories. This morning, one of my coworkers came up to me, and he's real shy. He doesn't really say a whole lot, but he's a really, really nice guy. And he said, you know, you look different. Have you lost weight? You can really see it in your face. And I said, well, yes, I have. Thank you very much. You know, I took the compliment, because sometimes you don't want to take the compliment, you know, but I did. I was very gracious about it, and I really do appreciate it, because he's the only one that's really come forward, and so that does mean a lot to me. The second one is that I am down a size in both my pants and my bra. Now, my husband probably wouldn't like the second part. I'm down in the band size, which is great, and I am down in pants. So I went from 22, 24 is what I started at. It was kind of really a 23. 24s were too big, 22s were too small, so it's kind of in the middle, to now I'm a good 20. So I'm very pleased about that. My tops, it depends on how it's made. I have a big chest, so it just depends on how it's made. Okay, so a couple of the things I want to talk about today were goals. I haven't talked about goals yet, and I've been real hesitant to set any real goals. Mainly because if I don't meet the goal, I do beat myself up, and that's what I'm working towards not doing. And I really think it would be a good thing, something for me to work towards. So at the end of July, my husband and I are going on a cruise for our 10th wedding anniversary. And it's the very, very end of July when we'll be on the cruise, July 28th. 28th. And so I want to lose at least, I'm not going to put the max, but I want to put the minimum that I want to lose. So I want to lose at least 50 more pounds by the end of July. Now, if I can get off of the stall, the slowdown, I should be able to do it no problems. That's 4 months. That's 4 entire months to lose 50 pounds. That's just over 10 pounds a month. And with this surgery, I should be able to do it. So I'm really hoping that by kicking up my exercise, it'll kind of get me out of the plateau that I've kind of been in. So that's my goal for now. So that gives me 4 months. Another thing is about an article I read. A friend of mine posted it on a group on Facebook that I'm a part of, and she knows that I've had surgery. I'm not the only one in the group that's had surgery. There's I know one other for sure. I think there's one that's kind of questioning it, but I know one for sure. And they kind of wanted our take. And the article was about a woman who's had weight loss surgery, and now I don't know which one. I know there's multiple types of surgery, but I don't recall. I don't know if she said which one she was in or which one she had, or if it was not even specified. But she's lost 180 pounds. And all I have to say to her about that is bravo. 180 pounds is a tough task to do, and she accomplished that. However, it was an essay. I think she's written a book about her 180 pound weight loss, and this was for a magazine. It was an article, ton about her journey, and it was just a short little article. And during the 180 pounds, she thought all she had to do was lose weight. Had the weight loss surgery, lost the weight, but she ended up a bigger mess at the end when she was at her goal weight and under her goal weight than she was when she was at her top weight. And that's what I wanted to talk about. I think it's very important that each and every one of us, whether you've had surgery or not, comes to terms with why you eat. I'm an emotional eater. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm stressed out. I eat when I'm frustrated. You name the emotion, and I eat out of it. So the biggest hurdle for me is to get past it, is to get down into those feelings, feel the feelings, and not turn to food, to find other things to do to distract me for wanting to eat. Now, the past 7 weeks, I really haven't had any cravings. I really haven't had anything that has stirred that in me, the whole emotional eater in me. And I did have the one occasion where my sister called me a fraud. It was mainly, I remember that night I was still mad. In fact, I was furious. How could my sister, someone I've grown up with, say that? It was out of hurt. My first go-to feeling is anger. It's easier. I've lived there in the longest emotion. It's the easiest for me. And so coming out and saying that I was hurt by the statement is no little feat. I remember that night thinking, oh, I gotta eat something. I need that comfort. I need that, I had such a strong relationship with food before this whole thing. It was coming back out, and it kind of scared me about it happening. So we all kind of need to look at why we eat, what triggers us to eat. I know mine are emotions. I know mine are other people, situations, that sort of thing. And then we have to look at, well, what are some things that we can do that when that happens, what do we need to do instead of turning to food? Well, one, I can feel the emotion. I was stuffing my emotions down with food before. And I can't do that now. This surgery will prevent me from doing that. And I've got to learn how to deal with it. I need to feel the emotions. I don't want to feel the emotions. I want to run from the emotions, but I need to start feeling the emotions. Also, find other activities. Go outside for a walk. Do an activity with my kids. They love art. Get some of the art stuff out and do an art project with them. Do puzzles with them. Do anything I can to distract myself from that moment to not go to food. So, with this woman who was down 180 pounds, she never dealt with that. She never dealt with the emotions, the self-esteem issues, the insecurities that we all have. She never dealt with that. And so what our article was talking about was warning those, not just those who are, have had surgery, because it's very important for us that have had surgery to deal with this, but also those that are doing any of the other kind of diet programs or anything that you're watching your weight. It's very important. So I am part of, personally, a weight loss support group that has really helped me. And I also go to a therapist to help me work toward, through some of these issues, because I am a food addict. Flat out, I am a food addict. I have been to Overeaters Anonymous in the past, and I may start going back, I don't know. So I see that I'm already at 12, almost 13 minutes. So there's a couple other things that I wanted to mention. First off, Less of Sarah started a Facebook group, and it's about what you're eating. So it's a bunch of pictures, recipes, ideas, discussions about the weight loss surgery and what your eating habits are after the surgery. You can even be pre-op, so you know what you're getting yourself into. It's a great group. It's no judgments, no censorship. It's not monitored. It's a free-for-all. You just be respectful to the other people there. Treat them how you want to be treated. I'll put a link at the bottom of this video and invite you guys to join the group. Also, next week, I will be due for body shots and measurements because I took measurements a month ago. I'm going to take measurements again, and I'm due for more body shots. I meant to do it on my 4-week, my 1-month surgery, but I didn't do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it when I take my measurements. So, well, that is it. I'm almost out of time, so I just wanted to say hello, and if you guys want to get a hold of me, you can send me a message on my inbox here at YouTube, or you can email me at cma444@yahoo.com. I will talk to you later. Bye.